Hi, I'm attorney Casey Walker with the VA Disability Group. Today we'll be discussing the new life insurance program the VA released in January of 2023. I believe these changes could greatly benefit veterans with service-connected disabilities. Visit our website for more information and to access any documents or links discussed. We will have a link in the description box. So on January 1st of this year, the Department of Veteran Affairs stopped accepting applications for SDVI, also known as Service Disabled Veterans Life Insurance, and began offering Veterans Affairs Life Insurance, or VA Life. This is a new form of life insurance for veterans with service-connected disabilities. Like SDVI, VA Life provides up to $40,000 of guaranteed acceptance life insurance protection in $10,000 increments and is available to all veterans with a disability rating of 0 all the way to 100%. So this is going to provide a simpler alternative to SDVI. Compared to service-disabled veterans life insurance, the new VA Life program is streamlined, easier to comprehend, and much easier to apply for, especially if you want full coverage amount of up to $40,000. SDVI made applicants choose one of 9 different kinds of coverage and had a 2-year application window after receiving a service-connected disability rating. And to qualify for more than $10,000 coverage, you had to apply for and be granted a premium waiver due to total disability. VA Life offers a single type of life coverage, and applicants can choose whatever amount they want without providing any additional documentation. This is nice. One potential drawback, though, is there are no premium waivers with VA Life. But if you are currently covered under the SDVI, you can elect to continue that coverage, which may make sense if you have a premium waiver. So if you are receiving the waiver, that's something you have to really dig in to see whether you want to actually opt for the next program. So let's talk about eligibility. VA Life, like SCVI, is only for a veteran with a service-related disability rating, and there's no application deadline for veterans below the age of 80. You don't have to be getting disability compensation payments in order to qualify for coverage because it's available to those with a 0% disability rating. Additionally, veterans who don't receive disability payments but are eligible for several other non-compensable disability benefits may also qualify for VA Life. How does this work? How are we comparing and contrasting? How does VA Life work? Well, unlike SGLI, which is Service Members Group Life Insurance, and VGLI, which is Veterans Group Life Insurance, which are both term life insurance plans, VA Life is a whole life insurance product with substantially higher premiums. However, like other types of whole life insurance, VA Life builds cash value that can be accessed if needed later. So this is a huge difference between the previous programs. This is a whole life insurance program. So this involves cash value that grows. With VA Life, part of your premium dollars is placed in a cash account that accrues tax-free interest and grows over time. There is no cash value within the first 2 years of enrollment, but after that point, you can access the policy's cash value if your VA Life policy lapses or if you decide to cancel. So one nice thing about this is it's guaranteed acceptance for up to $40,000. You won't have to answer any health questions or have a medical exam to get VA Life coverage. Whatever the status of your health, your acceptance of the plan is guaranteed. The program offers higher coverage levels from most commercially available guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance programs. Eligible veterans can opt for up to $40,000 in coverage in $10,000 increments. It is important to note that VA Life's $40,000 is much lower than the coverage amount offered by VGLI, which offers up to $400,000, and other life insurance options for veterans. There's also no enrollment deadlines. There are major differences in VA's life enrollment deadline when compared with VGLI. VGLI requires enrollment within 1 year and 120 days, about 16 months of separation or retirement. However, the guaranteed acceptance period only lasts half as long. So you have 240 days or about 8 months. If you apply after day 240, there's no guarantee that your application will be accepted either. Also, to meet the eligibility criteria, you need to take a medical exam or provide proof of good health. With VA Life, there are no enrollment deadlines for veterans under the age of 80. Veterans who apply for a new service-connected condition before the age of 81 and get their disability rating for a new condition after turning 81 can also apply for VA Life within 2 years of notification of their rating. Premium rates are also going to remain level for life, and this is significant. So your premium rate, the amount you actually pay each month for coverage, That's going to be set according to your age and the amount of coverage you apply for. Once your policy is issued, the premium is locked in and it never increases. This is wonderful. This is very different from VGLI coverage, whose rate goes up every 5 years. So you're locked in, and that's nice. So you can budget accordingly. With VA Life, your coverage amount won't decrease, and you can keep your coverage up to life. VA Life has a 2-year waiting period before the full policy benefits goes into effect, and you can't access the policy's cash value yet. However, if you pass away during the waiting period, the VA will pay your beneficiaries the total value of all paid premiums plus interest. Once the waiting period ends, though, your full death benefit will be payable to your beneficiaries, and you can access any cash value you've built up. Then the golden question, what's the cost? Well, like other whole life insurance plans, VA life premiums are significantly higher than a term life plan with a comparable benefit. So if you qualify for other coverage, you will likely find a less expensive alternative. However, VA Life may be one of the few plans available to veterans with a higher disability rating and a good value for those applicants, and that's a good thing. You won't be allowed to have both SDVI and VA Life. You have to pick one or the other. You can just stay with your SDVI if that's what you have at this time. The SDVI program was closed to new enrollment after December 31st of 2022, but if you already have an SDVI, you can choose to keep your coverage. As noted, you have SDVI with a premium waiver. It may be best to maintain your coverage because there are no premium waivers with VA Life. If you decide to apply for VA Life program, for example, maybe you qualify for the $10,000 under SDVI, you will eventually have to forego your SDVI coverage. However, if you apply between January 1st of 2023 and December 31st of 2025, you can keep your SDVI for the 2 years you've been waiting for full VA Life coverage to take effect. You have VA Life with other veterans' life insurance policies. If you currently have VGLI or are still eligible to enroll for the guaranteed acceptance, you can keep that coverage along with any VA Life coverage you apply for. Veterans with higher disability ratings will likely find both these programs to have a good value because commercially available guaranteed acceptance plans tend to be quite costly and expensive. On the other hand, veterans with lower disability ratings may be able to pay substantially less to get protection they need and deserve. If you are considering applying for VA Life, it's worth looking at the other types of veterans life insurance plans. So if you're watching this video, we get a lot of questions, and these are some of the common ones we get. First and foremost, how much is the VA life insurance payout? Applicants can choose up to $40,000 of Veterans Affairs life insurance coverage in increments of $10,000. The benefit is paid to beneficiaries free of tax, but there is a 2-year waiting period. If the applicant passes away in that time, there is no insurance payout. But beneficiaries of the policyholder get back the total value of all premiums paid plus interest. So another question we get a lot is who actually qualifies for the VA death benefits? Almost all veterans qualify for military funeral honors at no cost. Cash benefit payments are typically only given to beneficiaries of veterans with a VA life insurance policy, such as VGLI. However, family members of some veterans buried in private cemeteries may be able to get a veteran's death benefit or a burial allowance. This allowance is intended to help pay for burial, funeral, and transportation costs, primarily for veterans who receive a VA pension or disability compensation. So if you've watched this video, one of the things I want you to really take away is there are differences between the VGLI and the new VA Life program. Compare and contrast. Do your research, make an informed decision. Hopefully this video has helped guide that decision-making process. Don't make a flippant decision because this is a life insurance policy. Be sure to check out the description box below for the helpful links and access other helpful tools on our website. Thanks for watching.